What's up, everyone? Justin here. We are back for a 5-minute favorites, and this one's going to be a little bit different because it is not something you're going to expect at all. But this is a record that I absolutely fucking adore. A little story about it. So, Warren Zevon, Excitable Boy. So, Warren Zevon was a musician from the 70s and 80s. I don't know a lot about him, and this is the only album of his that I know or own or anything. He was a singer-songwriter, kind of similar to like Elton John, Billy Joel, kind of eclectic. He's kind of like, a mix between Billy Joel and Hunter S. Thompson. But when I was a teenager, I used to watch David Letterman at night. And Warren Zevon was on David Letterman every so often. And aside from his music, which I don't remember ever listening to back then, I always liked him. I liked him as a guest. And he died in 2003 of cancer. He was in his 50s. But he was one of these guys who was really successful kind of on the fringes of popular music. But then, cut to about 7 or 8 years ago, I used to hear a song on the radio all the time. I listen to the radio a lot when I'm at work. I can't listen to death metal when I'm at work, obviously. But I'll listen to just classic rock radio. And there was a song that would play all the time called Werewolves of London. And it's this really catchy song about... It's kind of a metaphor for, late night partying, music lifestyle. But the riff in Werewolves of London is real close to Sweet Home Alabama. And, eerily similar. I'm drinking coffee at fucking 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's what happens when you get old, people. Anyway, I really liked this song, Werewolves of London, that came on the radio every fucking day. And then I finally looked it up one day, and it was Warren Zevon. I said, I know who that is, and I like this song. And then one day, I was in a flea market. Any of you don't know what a flea market is, if you're foreign or from somewhere that doesn't have flea markets, it's like people will just bring all their junk to sale, like a garage sale. And I found a bunch of records one day at a flea market. I was in Arkansas visiting some of my wife's family, and I picked up this. I picked up Excitable Boy, which I didn't know it, but it's the song with Werewolves of London. So I kind of looked out because it had the song that I like on it. It's in great condition. I paid, $1 for it or something. And so I paid $5 for it. There's the inner sleeve, the lyrics. And it's on black vinyl. The whole thing's beat to shit here. But the songs here are these really kind of upbeat, rock and roll songs. They've got that kind of eerie edge to them. But just the lyrics are great. All the songwriting's great. Rollin' the Headless Thompson Gunner. Excitable Boy, the title track, Werewolves of London, Lawyers, Guns, and Money. That's another really popular song of his. And all of his songs tell stories. Like I said, this was the third record. It came out in 1978. And it's just, man, it is untouchable. It sets such a good mood when I want to listen to this. But just... It's got piano in it and guitars and just he's got a really dry, kind of gravelly voice that really, really is what makes this sound kind of dark. And also, this having been recorded in the 70s, it was recorded analog, it's pressed analog, man, this record sounds fucking phenomenal. And some of these old records from the 70s that were taken care of, because they were pressed on virgin vinyl. They weren't recycling vinyl then. Even now, this record is over 40 years old. It sounds phenomenal. You keep your shit clean, man. It fucking sounds great. But I love this. One day I'm going to delve into more of his stuff. But if you have an open mind and you're not just here to talk about metal, check out Warren Zevon. If you know more Warren Zevon and you know more that I need to check out, let's talk about it. But man, Excitable Boy, this is a favorite right here. This is just has slowly become over the last few years like one of my favorite records. I absolutely love it. So let's talk about it. I got more stuff coming up for you guys.